today we are going to start our sprouts. We are going to use radish seeds. I got these from a farmer in Tennessee. Everything's organic, and you get a huge, like a pound of it, I think I got for like $8. The next thing you need is a mason jar. You can use any height of mason jar you want, but the wide mouth's the easiest for getting everything in and out. And then in your needlepoint section of your craft shop, you will find a big sheet of this mesh, and it's just used for needlepoint. And so I took the circle of the mason jar and just cut a circle in this. And this will allow the water and everything, it fits right into the lid of the jar. So to start with, we're going to take 1 tablespoon of seeds. You can do any amount you want. That's just it's just the amount that my husband and I can eat in a week once they're sprouted, and we don't waste any. And you just put them in the bottom of the jar. We're then going to fill the jar with water. You don't have to totally fill it. I normally half fill it, or just enough to cover all the seeds. It doesn't take very much. And you let this sit for about 12 hours. So that'll soak up everything sitting in the water. After that, all you have to do is dump it out. The water is going to come out of the mesh and leave the seeds behind. And you just do that every morning, and then refill it, dump it out, and then again, same thing at night. So you're basically just rinsing the seeds, making sure no bacteria is growing, and keep them fresh and give the sprouts something to grow off of. And then in 3 to 4 days, you have a full jar of sprouts that you can eat. Super healthy. They're a superfood. It's a good thing.
We soak these seeds for 12 hours. They're sprout seeds. Then you take the water out. And this has been sitting here for a day, and you can see that it's already starting. Some of them are already starting to sprout. Twice a day, you take some water, rinse it in here, spread it around, take out the water, and every day we'll see there's more sprouts. This is the 2nd or 3rd day. See how much those sprouts have sprouted up, starting to get little legs on it. So I'm just adding some water to it. Just going to shake it around, kind of clean it up, make sure mold doesn't grow. And just water it out, shake them down. And you do that twice a day. Just rinse it off. Sorry, my countertop is crazy. And I'm just going to put it over here in a cool, dark place. It's day 4. You can see the sprouts getting some green on there. Megan did hers the same day, but hers are like full-blown sprouts. So I don't know what I'm doing different, but it might just be temperatures, it might just be the conditions. But we'll see you tomorrow. Today we've got full-grown sprouts. A little under a week, and we have tons, well, I'd say once it breaks down, about half a mason jar full. You can put in salads or whatever. Megan and I have been making this drink for a little bit for weight loss, overall health, and for my digestive issues. So it's super easy, and if you drink water on a regular basis, it should be super easy to transition. Or if you don't really like drinking water, this is flavoring your water, so it should be pretty easy to transition as well. So all you need is ginger. You can buy this at Whole Foods or most stores have ginger, or like a farmer's market, a lemon and a lime. It's normally just these two. I'm just throwing in a lime because I like lime. It's springtime. I'm thinking mojitos and gin and tonics, but I can't have any alcohol, so I'm just living vicariously. So you just want to cut up the lemons. Just take a slice. I'm probably going to take, sorry, I'm going to do this with my left hand, a hunk about that big. If you want it stronger, you can take more. It's all up to you. But ginger for your overall health and your immune system is fantastic. Lemons and limes, any kind of citrus, and it helps you lose weight. And then all you need is a container. I use this one, pretty container. And then this is an electric tea kettle, or just heat up water. What you're going to do is slice this into little pieces as small as possible. And you're going to slice up the lemon and lime, throw it in here. and then pour the hot water in. Let it simmer and steep, and then drain out these 3 items, and you have your lemon lime ginger water. And you can drink that as much as you want, and it will help you lose weight, help your stomach with your digestion, and it's overall awesome. So we're just going to let them steep in there for a few hours. I'm going to just put this on top so it just keeps steeping into itself, and the things that are floating can go down. For Christmas we got Owen perler beads, and I knew, okay, Christmas, the first thing they open is Legos, and I want to do the Lego sets like immediately. Then after that you go into action figures, and then crafts are normally about 2 or 3 months after the fact. So I knew he wasn't going to use the perler beads right away, but using their little hand skills and making patterns, and that's totally up his alley. Owen's super crafty, and Jack gets in on it sometimes too. So I just took, we have like Hobby Lobby, Joann's Fabric, Michael's. They always come with coupons if any of you go to craft stores. So I just took, every time I'd go for whatever the reason I needed to go, I would just use my coupon on something perler related, and then I had a huge box of stuff before Christmas. So I shop throughout the year when I do Christmas. It just saves you money. You're spending here and there. I always see stuff from Megan. By the time Christmas comes around, I literally have like 75 things for Megan. Thank God her birthday is in January, so I hold some aside and then give them to her on her birthday. Because it's out of control how much I find for Megan. So I had a whole box of all this perler stuff, and some stuff I used and some stuff I didn't. All right, so what you'll need is a board. They are just a flat piece with these little nubs on here, and as you can see, the beads have the little holes. So all you're doing is taking them and putting them on there and making a pattern however you'd like. You need the beads. You can buy a giant pack of just assortment, or these are a lot easier if you're going to get more meticulous. If you just like kids or doing their own creative thing, go for the big pack. But buy a few of these. They have them on Amazon. Leave them alone, Jackie. Leave them alone. They have them on Amazon. You can find them in the stores. You can use your coupon. Normally, all the perler stuff is not on sale, so that's why it's great. You can actually use a coupon, because most of these craft stores, you can't use a coupon if it's on sale already. So these have them already assorted. Obviously, it didn't come with 30 tans. I just assorted them after the fact once it went. And then you need this. It's almost like wax paper, but don't use wax paper. I have, and it sticks to it. It's perler paper. And you may be like, wow, that's there's like sheets and it's $3. That's ridiculous. But you can use these sheets over and over and over again. You can see a little bit of discoloration. Once it starts getting a little yellow, a little brown, you're not going to want to use it. It's going to start to peel apart. But you can probably use these about 20 or plus times. I also bought magnets, because the great thing about these is once you make the perler and kids kind of play with them, you can also just hot glue a magnet to the back of it, and I'll show you. So this might be hard to see because this is our fridge, the side of our fridge, and it had scratches and dents because it was older, and so I just took, you can find these decals for your wall, and I just did it on the side of the fridge. It's pretty, it's not just this white giant fridge, and then it covered up all the scratches and dents. I got that idea from my aunt. But as you can see, we just took our Super Mario, and I just hot glued a magnet on there, and we have a ton. Luke Skywalker, Groot, Pac-Man, Finn, Beast Boy, Nightmare Before Christmas, Jack Skellington, Robin, the whole nine. So we've done a
Pac-Man!
That is from Mario.
But you said Pac-Man.
I meant Mario. They know what I meant. And of course, Darth Vader. Now here's the one thing that I bought and I didn't really use. So this was a book of patterns and things for them to come up with. You can literally just put this above it and do it. The thing with this is I did it once or twice and the kids never actually use it. They're so busy coming up with their own patterns. There's so much on Pinterest. So I wouldn't waste my money on that if I were you. You can buy these boxes. This was just an assortment that Megan got, but you can buy them with themes. So they're the colors of what you need. We bought a superhero theme, so it was pretty much just all these colors, and this just came, when you opened up the lid, this came inside. So they use this like gangbusters. They use this all the time. And they're small, so they're not too complicated, and it's great for the kids. Same thing, you just take a clear one of these, put it on top, and they can do it. Megan came over and we had been doing this for about a week or two and I kept telling her how amazing it was and she was like, okay, they're beads, Jenny. Then she came over and went crazy and was like, I'm doing perler beads all the time. And had a super fun time. She made all these really fun things for Ken. The thing with perler beads, if you go on Pinterest, they have a ton of stuff for kids and patterns and everything you need, but they also have like so much fun stuff for adults. So if you know anyone who's geeky or into nerdy stuff, and there's 1,000 things on Pinterest with perler beads that you can make for your friends.